Hey, what's up, guys? This is Matthew from the Wrestling Conversations YouTube channel and podcast. So I've been doing the Wrestling Conversations podcast for a while here, mostly pro wrestling interviews. But I started uploading some things on YouTube a little bit with just some like action figure shorts. So please check those out. Those have been super fun. And I did, I think one review so far just on YouTube of just a figure just for fun. It was a Mezco figure. But I'm gonna start uploading some more action figure, kind of videos, maybe some comics, and then keep doing more wrestling stuff too on the channel. So please follow along. So my wife and I just moved to a new house back in June, so end of June. So I'm finally starting to get my toy room kind of squared away. We had to paint, and then stuff was slowly getting unpacked, and the toy room is maybe not top priority list of things to kind of get to yet. So I'm going to show you today just my small Mezco collection from over the last few years. I've really been selective in what I've been buying, but I definitely want more. So we're just a few figures in, so please check it out. The toy room, if you see in the background, is in really rough shape, so I just kind of got the Mezco stuff set up, and we'll be unboxing other stuff soon, but here's the Mezco figures. All right, here are the Mezco figures. Again, I'm trying to rework a little bit, and you can see there's just stuff everywhere of me unpacking still. But anyway, here's the Mezco figures. Still unpacking, trying to figure out where things will go. I'd like to get some risers, and again, I'm really spacing these out as I'm going to use this for mostly Mezcos. Put a few, I don't know, maybe Mayfix stuff on the bottom. That will be for some of the hot toys that I have, and I'll have other like bookcases for like wrestling figures. Some more like the retail, like Marvel and DC stuff too. As you can see here, this is not a permanent spot, but I've got some sports related things there. I'll have more wrestling figures. I'm going to get more into the McFarlane stuff, again, more sports stuff. So stuff is just everywhere at this point, but just got this set up. I'm going to leave this here for now. But yeah, let's look at some Mezco figures. I just have 8. So again, there's some people that have like every release. That's definitely not me. We'll take a look here. Definitely figures that I've really gotten into. Yeah, they're not super cheap, so it's like you can't get them all. I can't get them all the time, at least. And I do collect other toy lines too, so it's kind of hard to be all in on anything for me. But I have a lot of different things, but just not like a ton of quantity of each thing. So we'll take a look. But I got the lights. I'm gonna go, I think, with rechargeable lights. Try that on this detail if I have some of those that I will be ordering hopefully tonight. Get those and see how those compare. I mean, these lights are Amazon lights. They're good compared to like those Home Depot ones that are, the strip lights. So I think these are definitely a step up, but the cords are a little harder to hide. I'm not good at that, so that looks kind of rough. So just ignore that. But anyway, the top shelf here, we have the Batman shelf. So Mezco, as we all know, has made a ton of Batman figures, which I'm totally fine with. I'm a big Batman fan, so I just have 3 for right now. So we have this. We have the Supreme Knight. Love this guy, just kind of that armored up, old grizzled Batman. I do love the cape, and that's one thing I love on this version compared to other versions of Batman, that it's got like the full wired cape, which is super nice. And then the middle, we've got the Robert Pattinson, the Batman figure. This is my most recent figure, which really like that. There's people that are way better at posing than I am. So I just like having him kind of like looking up into the sky, a little bit of the cape going. That I hate on this cape how there is a really weak wire on each side, but nothing in the middle. And of course, like he doesn't glide like in the movie with his cape or anything, so there's not too many shots, but still for posing and stuff would be nice. And we've got the Sovereign Knight here on the right. Have him with his Kryptonite. That guy's super cool. I love that head sculpt with like the battle damage. Super cool. I kind of regret not getting the Ascending Knight, just since I have the other 2. And I've seen people pop the Ascending Knight head onto the Golden Age Batman to kind of have the Cape Crusader kind of look from the new animated series. So that's like, oh, I kind of wish I could do that. So I'm going to have to try to track that down, but we'll see. So there's the Batman show. Below here, we've got more like the Marvel kind of comic shelf. Again, only a couple figures here, but I have that like modern Cap. That's an older release. I had to buy used a few years back, but super cool figure. I'll have to get the redone kind of classic look for him. I'm not sure when that pre-ordered is. I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I think there's still time. So that'll be another thing I'll have to get. But yeah, I like that guy. Cool figure. A little bit baggy. I think Mezco can do better, obviously now, but cool for the time. Here's one of my absolute favorite figures. And I think one that is still pretty, I mean, maybe it's sold out, but it's one that you could certainly pick up for a reasonable price that is a super great figure. So really, when you have this guy in hand too, he has some of those die-cast parts that is super cool. Makes it feel like a premium figure. The downside, I think, is very much where if there is some of the die-cast parts and that rubs, like you can see a little bit on his collar, maybe I can't pick up here, but like there can be some chippings. You kind of have to be careful with it too, and I think that it is heavy. It has loosened up some of the joints a little bit over time. Not too bad, but it does kind of weigh on it because it is a heavy figure for sure. So, all right, then we've got the Symbiote Spider-Man. I love the black suit. Same thing with Hot Toys, right? I think you have to kind of be careful with the material. This one I've seen people, if it's not stored right, have had a lot of flaking and stuff. Mine's been held up good for, I think I got this one in maybe 2019, 2020, something like that. So I've had it for 4 or 5 years. And it's had no issues, but I've tried to be good with not overposing and also, you know, store it well. Make sure it's not like humid conditions, stuff like that. So that's the Marvel shelf. Marvel Comics, I guess, shelf. Now we have more of the, just a couple movie and, or one movie, one TV show figure too. So we've got the Black Panther from the Black Panther movie, the first one. Underrated figure, I think, too. A lot of really good, like, texturing and suit details. I do love the unmasked head sculpt. I don't have any of those displayed. Now, that's one thing with Mezco. Sometimes the unmasked heads, I think, can be hit or miss, but this one is really good. So I'll have to swap that out at some point, but really nice figure. I feel like that suit material's held up really good also. All right, then we've got the Netflix Daredevil. Another pretty good guy. The torso is not the most articulated too, so it's like he doesn't get a lot of, again, maybe mine's stuck a little bit, but hard to get some bend there, but he's a solid figure too. I'm tempted to get the comic version. Just was kind of before I started getting into Mezco. He's still, you know, you can get him used for not totally unreasonable. It's still expensive, but I'm hoping that they get a, they remake that one at some point with kind of the current Mezco product as things have improved over time. And otherwise, I'll get that Mayfex version that's coming out. I think might be later this year, next year. So anyway, very quick look over of some Mezco figures. Not too many, but it's a good start too. So I'm hoping to post a full collection video of these, some Hot Toys that I have. If you're into wrestling, a ton of wrestling figures, some other Marvel and DC stuff too. Some comics mixed in, a few sports things here or there, some sports cards, stuff like that. So kind of get a good mix, but thanks for checking it out.